I'm Caketinz and welcome to my house tour. Now this is definitely a video I've about filming multiple times over the years. I believe it's probably one of the most asked questions that I get asked. Do you have space for more shelves? Where are you going to put more shelves? I always find it interesting when people tell me you're out of space and it's like, are you in my house? How do you know? I did actually film this video back in July and I've just not had chance to finish getting through editing it, which is why it's going to seem a little like different potentially. So for full transparency, this house is my parents' house and it was bought in a bit of a state, and we as a family have been doing it up the past few years. We've been going quite slow at it. We're quite happy we're going quite slow at it. We're taking our time. Hence why as we go around the house you'll notice some things look a bit more dilapidated. Well, it's not really dilapidated. After all this time, we are pretty much at a point where all we really need to do is decorate, but I thought this might be a really nice time to try and show you it all, show you what the house is like, and then I can do another one in a few years and show you all the progress. Happy to try and answer any questions you might have, but don't be weird about it. Otherwise, let's go back to July and have a look around, and I hope you enjoy. We are in the back hallway, which is absolutely a room that is not finished. It is actually a good way there. It just looks way worse than it is at the moment. It's just the decorating that basically needs doing. This is the first room when you come in the house, and we tend to have a lot of storage and cleaning stuff in here. That's mostly what's in these two cupboards, along with like utilities. Then we go this way and we turn right to the downstairs toilet, which has had some work done. It's not completely finished, but it is mostly finished. So when we first moved in, this toilet and sink were like carrot orange. They were like the most neon orange colours you can imagine. It was really, really weird. And the wallpaper was like, thanks Ken. The wallpaper was like French Nouveau women. I don't know how to describe it, but quite a lot of them were topless. So you'd be on the toilet and you could just see like topless women while you were going to, it was very strange. It was very, very, very strange. Currently it's just white. There'll be more decorating once it's done. But for now it's nice to not have carrot orange toilet and sink. So then we move from the toilet and we go down this like little corridor here. If we turn around and we go into this door into the kitchen. Ah! So this is a really, 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 really nice kitchen. Not a huge amount has been done. Hello, you can see my reflection-ish. Not a huge amount has been done since we moved in. One of the biggest things was the fridge was only a single fridge when we moved in, so the builders extended this bit so we could fit a big fridge that we got from Costco. It's got the nice ice and water thingamajigs and some new appliances, because the microwave and oven that were there were from the 50s. It was sort of a miracle they still worked. Yeah, this is a really, really nice kitchen, and it has a pastries thing. I never even knew this was a thing before. I think it'd be really cool to do some form of cooking stream in here, because I mean the space definitely would allow it. We have so much space to do stuff. Little snack table to help me remember to eat healthier snacks, and like a pin board with stuff on it. I am one of those people that gets magnets from places they have been. So I have a few. I used to travel a lot more for work. I don't really travel as much at the moment because it's less of a thing since COVID, unfortunately. Do you like my kitchen decoration? That has been up there many, many years. I want to say 6 or 7 years. And it has started to slide inside the frame. I should probably pull it down and center it again. I love Rock Lee and I love that show. And then there's a really neat shelf. Currently it's just got like sugars and flowers and stuff. I love the under shelf lighting. That is really, really, really neat. It's so much fun. It just gives it such a nice aesthetic. Into the next room, which is the dining room. Though this room is in a little bit of a state at the moment because we've been going through a whole bunch of stuff and I decided to cover it just for ease. Because I've been going through some of my granddad's stuff and lots of that is what's under there. I decided to just cover it for ease because I was like, I could just blur it later, but I'm so lazy with that, I'll just cover it with a blanket. The under there is the dining table, and behind it we have shelves with my dad's board games. He is a massive fan of German board games, and it goes all the way to the back, even though you can't see them. You know, he's keeping us company. And then we have some more board games over here, also goes all the way down. Actually, some of this is cookbooks. Especially a big fan of like train games, so he's got a lot of like Silk and Ticket to Ride. And I know it might look like, oh, he's not got that many with how many editions there are, but there is more in those boxes. He collapsed some down for space before we got this house. I know the walls in this room look appalling, but I promise you that's not like dirt or mold. It's actually paint that's like seeped through to the plasterwork. I don't know why this room is like the worst and looks so dirty, but it is paint, is what the builder told us. So we're like, okay, that's fine then. This room mostly just needs decorating, though they would like to put some built-in shelves in these corners to hold the board games. Probably a bit towards the ceiling, which I haven't really shown that much. It's like the first room with a really pretty ceiling, so here you go. It is very, very, very pretty. This will stay, obviously. And in this corner, we have got this really, really, really pretty Welsh dresser that was my granddad's. I have it filled with like various types of drinks, like juices and syrups and stuff. I usually have more juices, but we've just not hit Costco in a little bit. And on these shelves are a lot of my mother's cookbooks. She loves cookbooks, so yeah, she collects a lot of those as well. There's a lot of books in my family, to be honest. You're gonna see as we keep going through this house. So yeah, what I hope is when I do another house tour in a year or 2 years or whatever, this room should be looking a lot nicer and less like piled up trying to sort through stuff and everything. Bye, Una. And we're on to the next room, which I suppose it is a room. So this is the hallway. Ow. This is the front hallway, and as you can see, we've kind of looped around. If we go through that door, it'll take us to the back hallway. So we've got the staircase here, some more rooms. This is kind of like just where we keep coats and stuff. And then in here, we've just got a little vestibule where we keep shoes. And the cat constantly tries to escape. Una literally wants to be everywhere, but she's not allowed. Yeah, and then we come back and we've got a bit of space here. Yesterday, like literally last night, Ben and I built this cat wheel. We had got it for the cats for their birthday. Because we live fairly close to a main road, we don't really want to let the cats outside to exercise. Well, we don't want to let them outside because, I mean, Una would 100% get hit by something because she'd go and have a nap in the middle of the road. So we thought we'll try and get them something to help them exercise, so we're trying this. So far, the only thing we've managed to get them to do is Una managed to sit on it, and I moved the wheel, and then she sort of rolled down sideways. That's something we're going to work on. Mika's a bit more jittery, and the sound of it is like, scared her off. I'm trying to cover it in toys and treats and stuff. Okay, the next room is one that you're probably all familiar with, and that is... Hello, cat. The manga room, yeah! Mostly tidied. I've been doing a bunch, trying to get it all sorted. No, I've got all these to put away, but we're going to ignore that. The trolley is currently filled with snacks because we've been playing Dawn Trail because it just came out not that long ago. We also got a new PC a few days ago, and at the weekend we're going to be setting that up, and I'm hopefully going to try and do more streams, and it'll make my editing easier and all that. Currently I kind of sit down here to do editing and streams. I think it's like hurting my back and stuff, so I'm going to try and move up to do it from my desk instead. A nice little cozy corner. Really, really pretty fireplace. My parents are trying to have 2 more of these commissioned, one for the dining room and one for the room next door. So they both have fireplaces and they'd like to replace it with this because this is beautiful. It's also absolutely massive. So the camera is currently at my like face height, my head height, eye level. Eye level's the word. Head height, face height. Eye level, and yeah, you can see how tall it is, how big it is. I'm 5'4" for reference. I've got my Disney castle on it, which is beautiful. I got my Winnie the Pooh tree, and I got my dinky little Disney castle, and I have a bit more to talk about those later. I love these like small square castles. I actually have another one down here to build of the Haunted Mansion, and I'd quite like to put a bunch of them on here because I know they've done a load more. And yeah, we've got more manga shelves as well as the cat tree here. I did for a little bit if I could mount shelves above the radiator. There was some that IKEA did that would come out to like here-ish above here. I don't tend to turn this on too much because honestly this room gets warm enough as is. It's got a very thick layer of insulation around the whole room of something. So this room doesn't tend to get too cold, thankfully. There's another room that's like technically not actually that done, but because I filled it with so many shells, you can see there that's just exposed plaster there. Walls are not dirty. I have had a few people be like, why have you got dirty walls? I don't have dirty walls, they're just bare plaster. And it's so old, it's absorbed the paint. Next room, okay? Okay, so we're gonna go out here, and as I said, in case you're interested, going through this door gives us a full loop of the hallways, basically. The back hallway. We have one more room on this floor, and that is this one, which you know is already in. So this is the library. this is the library. This room is what we call the library because it has the books that don't necessarily have pictures. So this is one of my parents' rooms, basically. This is my dad's desk when he is working here. This is where he works. He especially likes it because if you like have this angle, like that's his background, and it's really, really neat and cool and impressive, and it really is really neat, cool and impressive. These shelves are all built in, and what they really want to do is basically replicate this in the dining room, in the alcoves, is their intention. More like these shelves here in the corner, to be fair. This is another room that kind of is just in the phase of needs decorating. It needs painting and some of the wallpaper stripping. And then it's probably done. Then we'll have to sort the books. Though I think most of them are my dad's books. This is like his tech, dev, computing library, which has a whole bunch of computer science themed books. Some of them have really funny names and I like to point them out. This is the library room. Mine is, technically we still kind of call it the living room. It's probably the manga room now, but it is the living room and that is the library. Right, next door. I know I was like last door. I was wrong, it's not the last door, but it is the last room. This room, door, I know what I'm doing. See, Yuna's already ahead, taking us with her. This door takes us down to the cellar. And you can see our nice extensive fire extinguisher collection. Doesn't matter what type of extinguisher you need, we have probably got it. Including like when to use them. With how much electricals and paper and books we've got, it's not too much of a surprise, I feel. Okay, the cellar. I haven't actually been down here to check if it's fine for filming. I hope everything naughty has been put away, not that we have anything naughty. This is the first room in the cellar. Nina's already trying to eat something, she probably shouldn't. This is we're using it like a larder, I suppose. Some long-term food storage, mostly cans, cat food, flour, pasta, rice, sweets and chocolate and stuff like this. Almond milk, some bottles of water on occasion. We do mostly just drink from the tap / pipe, just on occasion if we're traveling. Some granola and stuff. Why is she so she's so excited? It's like we're going on a little tour together. I've been trying to solve some condensation problems, so hence a few dehumidifiers. Hopefully we have someone coming around to look at it at some point soon. Then we have my dad's tools, which has been vaguely helpful while doing all the DIY stuff around the house. Next room. Oh, that was quite a neat reveal. It's the gym. So this is another room in the cellar. I hope my voice sounds okay. I've not got a special mic or anything and my voice is really reverbing in this room. This is the cellar. We've got a thingy to run on, a thingy to pedal on, a thingy to pull, and a thingy to do the thingy, and a thingy to hit. And then there's some weights and stuff. Generally, and a TV, so we can do something while we do these things. We actually do vaguely use them. Ben uses it a lot, and my parents are coming up to use them as well. It's quite nice because it's quite cool down here. Sometimes if I'm in a really grumpy mood, I'm grumpy and mad at something, and I come down and just hit this. It's probably the thing I use the most. Is that really bad? And there's some skirting board down here. Don't ask why there's skating board down here. Yeah, I just come down here and hit that. Or sometimes I like to sit on the bike. I do like sitting on bikes, and the elliptical's quite fun. She's so happy. I don't understand. Is she just happy to go on a little adventure with me? That's quite cute. When the builder was doing the work down here to get this all sealed up, there was actually a wall connecting here to here. You can kind of see some of the remnants, and he was like doing some painting and he dropped something down the back, like his paintbrush, and he was like, I think it's hollow. Do you want me to knock the wall down and see what's back there? And like, yeah, it was like all this space. It's currently storing crud, but it was just like, there's just so much space that just been blocked up, which is vaguely crazy. Next room. Oh, look how excited she is. She's up. So this we call it ironically the boiler room, even though this isn't where the boiler is. The boiler is in the back hallway. This is a hot water tank. But look at that pipe work. It is so beautiful. Our plumber is so proud of himself. He like shares this as like to promote work that he's done. If any of you are in the West Yorkshire area and you need a plumber, I am very happy to recommend this person. They are amazing. They also like respond to messages, which is amazing from a work person, and they're just an absolute bundle of joy. I love them. So this, we call it like, yeah, boiler room, plant room, because my dad would like to ultimately at some point like grow some plants in here. So we've got some storage in here currently, mostly travel stuff like suitcases and bits like that. And then we go to another room because it never ends. How excited she is. You see my suitcase, too big, it's not allowed to go with the others. So this room is more storage. This is like cleaning storage. So like washing up liquid and powder and toiletries and soaps and stuff, wipes. So this is storage for both this house and the other house my parents were in. Once upon a time it was also storage for my granddad, no longer anymore, but it does store for a load of us. So we usually do like bulk buy stuff from like Costco, like wipes. This is the wipe shelf. It is running a little low, so in the next month or so we'll probably get some more. There's also some longer term storage things, like that is a tent. Mist candles, that's probably mine. And then we store cat food, cat litter, dreamies, other wet food stuff, scratching boards. Because I mean, I have 2 cats and my parents have 6. So we just do all the bulk storage here like this, and then we cycle through like first in, first out sort of deal. And she is waiting for me to open this door. She's given up, so she's just laid down. I bet if I like I can't get the thing. Are you ready, Una? She's an idiot. The final room, I promise it's the final room, is this room, which is currently called the Christmas room because this is where I am storing all of my Christmas stuff. And you're like, oh, that's some tinsel, baubles, more tinsel. The trees! Dear the trees! So many trees. So originally when we got this house, this room was the coal room, and that was a coal chute. And there was a pile of coal here, just left. And even funnier was this room had been painted, not like this, it was like, it had been painted within the last, like 20 years ago maybe. And they'd like painted around the pile of coal. They'd not moved the coal or anything, they just painted around it. It was the most like laziness ever. It was crazy. Yes, this is now the Christmas room, and these are all my Christmas trees. I think there's 5 or 6. Una loves to go in there, which is why she's been so excited. And then yeah, other Christmas stuff. I love Christmas. Also, this used to be a window. There used to be a window there, and it looked out to dirt because we are in the cellar. It looked out to dirt. It was very strange. Oh, I also forgot. I'm forgetting so many things about this house. When we moved in, this room had an oil tank. It had all the different forms of fuel. You can kind of see on the floor still the outline of where the tank was, and it was absolutely massive. It was most of this room, and it also went almost all the way to the ceiling, and it had some oil in it. So that was really fun to clean out and then cut up, because we needed to cut it up with like power tools, so we had to clean out the oil very thoroughly before we did that. Oh, and one more thing, because I'm just remembering so much more. This used to have a staircase. And it went absolutely nowhere. It was just a staircase here. You can see in the wall where it used to be. Yeah. Apparently, potentially at some point, it had gotten split into 2 houses. It was originally built as 1, but then maybe became 2, and then became one again. You can tell from like this doorway, this does not feel like a proper doorway compared to all the other doorways. Yuna's excited for the next part of the adventure, aren't you? Do you know where we're going next, Yuna? Are you able to lead us where we're going next? I'll have to come back later to turn all the lights off. We'll do that later. Yuna wants to go do some exercise. No, Yuna, we're going upstairs. So that was the cellar. And now we are out of the cellar. I'm back in the front hallway. And as I take you upstairs, which is where we're going next, I want to show you up, But you can see this lantern in the roof that is absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that so beautiful? It is very, very nice to look at. And then we've still got Una with us. Are you excited? Enjoying this tour? Are you excited? Do you know where we're going next? We're gonna go up the stairs and we're gonna go left. Will she come with us? Yep, we go up here. So originally this doorway wasn't here, it was actually back a bit and it was like diagonal. It was a bit weird and it kind of messed up a load of space, so the wall has been moved back to make it straight and also make it match the wall and door on the other side. There's been a load of like dusty building work, so there's just sort of a sheet to protect it. We could probably take it down now, but I don't think they're quite finished yet. She is literally under my feet. Right, we are going in this room next. Whee! A very empty room. Ah, hello, it's my shadow. So yeah, this is a bedroom. This will technically be my parents' bedroom once it has a carpet in it. The rooms have been painted and cleaned and stuff. I think it is just a carpet that is needed. All the skirting boards have been stained, everything. You can slightly tell where the wall used to be because this sort of darker patch used to be on the other side, I want to say. Or it was part of the wall, I can't remember. Yes, this bedroom. This doorway wasn't here when we moved in. They added it because they want to turn this room into like a dressing room. Really interesting is this room was a bedroom when we moved in, and this corner had a boiler. Yeah, this corner had a boiler in a bedroom, which I don't think you're allowed to do anymore. And then this corner had a sink, which was weird. This wasn't even the only bedroom with a sink in it. She's just so excited. I should do this more often if this just makes she gets this happy. You just keep lying next to the door you want me to open, but I can't open it if you're on the floor. Yeah, there isn't too much exciting to say about these rooms because they're empty and they just need some carpet. Besides, they had the boiler in here. So let's just go into this room. If I can find the light switch. So this room is just filled with stuff at the moment. It's got a lot of my clothes that I need to go through and sort. It's got a sofa, it's got a bed frame, it's got bin bags of clothing of my parents, my sister, just lots of stuff to go through. This was originally a bathroom. I don't think you can tell quite how, like, the size of it. It's not a small room. It's not a small room. We call it the green bathroom because when we moved in, it was one of those like avocado green sets. Green bath, green toilet, green sink. But the really, really gross part was it had like a neon carrot shag carpet. It was like long shag orange carpet, like this shade of orange as well. It was grim. And then if we go through this door here, we are back out into the hallway opposite where we went in. So my parents' intention is to just turn this side of the house into like their side. They'll do this up as a bathroom once we've cleared out other rooms and moved that stuff. Are you gonna keep coming with me? Are you like, I want to play in this room? So much choice now that all the doors are open, but not all of them. We've not gotten there yet. Right, so next we are on to the other side of the house. Up the stairs. So we'll do in here first, which is the main bathroom. It's got a shower, a nice external shower, and a bath, and a toilet, sink, bench that came with it. Really long mirror, which came with it, probably needs clean, don't look at that. This is an insanely big bathroom, but a bit weirdly shaped because it's kind of long-ish. I don't really know. Kind of try and put a bigger bath in it, kind of put a new shower in it, new everything. This room is like the newest room in the house when we moved in. It's definitely had work done more recently than literally anything else. Having the long shelf of stuff is really nice. I have like all my stuff labelled. Almost, some of them have fallen off. Never mind. Now we move across. So we are just across the way from the bathroom. There's over there with the rooms where I think Una still is. And we're just going to go into this room, which I think I have shown in videos, and it is the study. This is where Ben and I work. There is Ben's desk, a Rooney and chair and stuff, some of his things on his wall and some of my decorations and the Caketinz, my nail polish and some mangoes. So I rearranged this room over Christmas that's just gone past, and that was entirely so I could fit more manga shelves in. This is currently what like my background is when I do calls on Teams. You can see all my Mikus. This one arrived yesterday and I absolutely adore her with the little panda and the parasol. It's so pretty. And then I love some of the ones with matching Nendos. I need to get some more matching Nendos. And then the strawberry one. I'm not sure how much I've talked about my Miku addiction on YouTube yet. I filmed some videos, but I've not edited them yet. And then we got my husband and some Dawn Trail merch and the box. And a cat bed down the side. I did once drop my jacket down the side and Mika appeared out of nowhere to come and lie on it, and then I just lost it. So in a way to try and get my jacket back, I bought a cat bed to put down there, and she absolutely adores it whenever I'm working. She's there asleep. It's really adorable. I am going to try and redo my desk over the weekend. I have got some monitor arms, monitor mounts to try and lift them up, because I have a bit of a problem where Yuna likes to sleep right here. I've got Mika on the floor and I've got Mika here, Yuna here, and she just shoves everything. So I want to move that monitor stand and see if it gives me a bit more wiggle room. And my intention is to try and do some streaming from up here, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It'll be better on my back because I'm getting old. I'd like to get a new keyboard at some point though. I've put up some of my MCM prints recently, like within the last few days, and I am loving them. The villains poster wasn't from MCM, but everything else was. And then we got my nice little shrines. I'll do a more detailed video about my shrines at some point, but in passing, here they are. Yeah, we moved the Caketinz into here. I'm not sure if I actually ended up finished editing that video because it took so long, but we did have to cut a little bit because we have trunking for all our plugs. We have a lot of plugs, many plugs, and there's even more plugs that go all the way down. It's a very snug fit, but it meant I could get all these bookcases in, which means it was worth it, right? And I've got on my nail polishes because I do my nails. These need to be changed though. I've been putting off changing them because I am smitten with the rainbows. Unfortunately, we had a casualty earlier today. I don't know where it's gone. That's not bad. I put them on 4 weeks ago, so that's quite good. On to the next room. So we go out and we turn right. This also probably isn't going to be that much of a surprise. This is the bedroom where more manga shelves. Oh, there's Yuna eating. Why am I not surprised? More manga shelves in here that I've shown off many times. There's many footage of me. Some here, somewhere down here. Turn the fan off. Yeah, we have set up for the cats in here because when we do building work, we tend to lock them in here because they very, very much like to get underfoot. Especially Yuna. She just doesn't get it. She's always just underfoot. So we tend to close them in here with cat food, water, and litter tray. I would ideally like to move the litter tray out at some point, but we'll see. We'll have to do that slowly so they don't just start pooping on the floor in here. Isn't that right, Yuna? More manga shelves, and then we have more manga shelves in this corner as well with my little reading chair. This is actually just a garden chair, a moon chair, I don't know what they're called, and I put a blanket over it. It's the comfiest thing ever. I'd love to get a proper one that's not a garden chair, but they're really expensive, okay? So I was like, no, I'm too cheap, I'll just use the one I have and put a blanket on it. Got a nice big Super King bed and then TV at the end, which is always nice to watch TV in bed. And Ben's light novel shelves, which are in a bit of a state. I keep telling him, you need to sort your shelves out because look at all this stuff he's got to put away. Not me. I wouldn't leave stuff like this to put away, would I? No, don't go back and look at what my living room looks like. Don't do that. And Nendroids of his waifus and stuff. I wasn't meant to be including the chocobo as a waifu, by the way. That wasn't my intention. I'm not sure that's his waifu either. Okay, we keep going. We keep going. Isn't that right? Oh, we got Mika as well. But Mika, I think, just likes to go in the rooms over there because it's nice and quiet and her sister doesn't bother her. Apart from Yuna has gone over to bother her. Okay, we are going this way, but first we have some shadow. We have got some understairs storage, which is just blankets and bedding, to be honest. That's all there is. And then we go into this room. And we have So we call it the pink room at the moment. It was meant to be my sister's room, but she has claimed another room, which you'll see potentially shortly. We call it the pink room because the walls are very, very, very pink. We did not expect them to be this pink until it got painted, and we came in and we're like, Christ, my eyes. So this room did also have a sink in it. It actually had like full built-in furniture over this whole wall. It was like floor to ceiling. There wasn't even any like this thing coving. There wasn't any coving. And it was really gross. It was really gross. It was like proper 70s, 60s wood. It was weird. And then there was a sink and the electrics. The electrics were concerning. So currently stuff in here is just stuff that kind of needs to go up to be stored, including some figure boxes and stuff, but it's just stuff to go through, really. That's kind of what we're trying to do, is just go through everything and do like a massive life tidy up. It just takes a while, because we buy so much crap. Are you going up, Una? And then the final room, I guess, is the attic. And I've just turned the light off. Not on! Damn it! Must be another one at the top of the stairs. Okay. The attic, which is really, 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 really warm. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna sound like I'm dying. Now we turn the light on. There we go. We're in the attic. So this is my sister's room. Yeah, she kind of dibsed the bigger room. So she has a desk here to work at when she so chooses to work here. She's not at the other house. There's a bunch of storage under there. I'm just gonna show off all the stuff. Not told her I'm filming this, I'm just showing off stuff. Piano, but that's technically mine. That is the old cat tree that we decided to replace the day that Una ran up it and fell over. Like, she pulled it down, she toppled it. She got a TV and then a bunch of clothes and stuff. And then she uses this as like she's got a bed down here, which is quite neat. Really cool. There's a lot of space down here in the eaves. So yeah, this is a really nice, big space. She doesn't really know what she wants to do with it yet. Oh look, another doorway. It never ends. I bet if I start walking this way, she'll run with me. Okay, she's not really running, but she's pottering. See more of my shadow. Why are you sat? You can go. There's no door. Next room. There we go. Like, once again, we're just going through and sorting a load of things. A lot of these boxes are empty at the moment. And yeah, just tidying it up, I guess. And you might notice and wonder, what is this massive box in the middle of the room? I don't know if you remember, as I took you up the stairs, I pointed you upwards to show you towards a lantern. And you will find, if I can lift it, here is said lantern. And we've got some like LED strips to help light it up. Yeah. When we first moved in, this box was not here. We had this built. Do you know what was here to protect the lantern? Nothing. There was literally nothing covering this lantern when we moved in. It was just open. It was free. We're like, shit, you only need one person to slip and just go straight through. It was terrifying. So we had this built. It is very sturdy. Probably have a few people do some form of dance on it and it'd be fine. Yeah, I was quite nervous until they built that for us. Yeah, this is just more storage and stuff to go through. You wouldn't believe, but we have cleared a lot. We have cleared a lot. It's just, there is a lot to clear. Una, are you gonna come through? You're just standing guard. Okay. Okay, so I do promise you that this is the final room now. This is the final room, I promise you, when I find the light switch. Ta-da! So we call this the storage room. My dad likes to call it the Lego room, because this is where he stores his problem. But it is primarily a storage room, where he stores all of his Lego. I'll come to the Lego in a moment, but yeah, there's more storage in the eaves. I currently have my John being stored here and Thorin, because I was just doing so much clearing in the living room that I kept nudging them. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so much better, isn't it? I was doing so much cleaning in the living room, moving stuff around. I was just knocking them about, and I didn't want to damage poor John. It would make me really sad if I did. So he's just up here for storage at the moment until I'm good to bring him back down again. We got some Guitar Hero stuff and blankets and clothes and other things. My Christmas jumper box, my Wii box, because I seem to have a lot of those. A whole bunch of random stuff, a lot of shoes. Not a lot of shoes. We tend to, as a family, if we find a shoe we like, buy like 3 pairs, so we're good for the next like 6 years. So we have quite a few shoes, because when one of us will find a pair that we like, we then just store it up here. I missed Yuna's come in at some point and lay down again. But also, we got Mika over here. I was like, oh yeah, there's Yuna. No, what's the other one? They've both come to say hi. They do love coming up here and they love to jump up on the shelves and run around. I didn't do you a full sweep of the room, I realised. Here is the other side. So these are some workbenches to do some like stuff. My mother currently works from here whenever she comes up, and also steals my drinks and my snacks. I think she quite likes this space. It's quite a nice clean space. This is the room with the new carpet at the moment. Probably needs a hoover, ignore that. And only half of it is because of this cat. Oh no. So yes, my dad's Lego collection. He very, very much loves collecting Lego. He loves the special sets. Star Wars is his absolute favourite, and he loves collecting like the display sets they do, the diorama collections, the Ultimate Collector series, the UCS sets. There's a lot of those. Fairly sure there's like Millennium Falcon down there, an AT-AT down there. I think there is a Death Star in there somewhere as well. A lot of the small sets, he likes the helmets as well. He buys the flower sets. I've forgotten what they're called off the top of my head. Fairly sure he gave the rose one to my mother on Valentine's Day. How romantic. Just down there. Being a menace. A whole bunch of other ones. A whole bunch of these special sets that you'd get like if you buy another set and it's like the only place you can get it. He likes to collect those. Not to necessarily sell on. I think he just likes to collect. Kind of like me. Where do I get it from? Christmas sets. So many Christmas sets. They do like, I think, a Christmas set every year where it's like a little something another, like a toy store or a bakery, and they're kind of meant to like make a Christmas village. And we just need to find a space so we can build all those and put them out at Christmas, which would be really nice. Some Technic sets. I don't know if you remember I mentioned in the living room about the small castles. We got the one from Aladdin here. There is at least another one in here. I can't remember where. Dungeons and Dragons set. Nope, that's flowers. Got Bowser. What else we got down here? We've got Rivendell. Some Harry Potter sets like Train and Diagon Alley, Hogwarts Express. And then there are these ones, which are the modular series, if anyone knows these. And these are technically mine and my sister's, so they release one of these every year. And at Christmas, every year, my parents buy the new one for me and my sister, and when we both all lived together, we used to build it over the Christmas period. And the really neat thing about these sets is there one of these that's like backwards? That's a police station. Here we go. So the really neat thing about the modular sets is you can like slot them together to build a street. And the ones that we built when we were at home, I think we have all of them except maybe the greengrocers, which was the first one. The first like 7 or 8 are built at where my parents are staying at the moment. But we are still collecting them with the intention of building them at some point. I see you. Me and my dad quite like the idea of on top of the shelves in the library or the dining room, having like streets on there would be really cute and neat. Bookshop, there's so many. Lots of space ones as well, because I think he likes space as much as I like space. As well as some Bricklink sets, which I think ones are like crowd-funded ones almost, where people like, they'd say they have so many sets available and they need so many to be able to fund it. I think these are what some of these are. So there's like a Parisian street, and then it's the name of who designed it, and what's this one? An old train engine shed. I think he's back to another one. There's some really, really cute ones. Yeah, that's his Lego collection. I mean, he says the same thing about my manga. I can't say much, but yeah, that's what he collects, and some like Star Wars figures, and just more storage. Lots of stationery and a printer. Because I mean, a lot of us work from here and do notes and stuff, so we just collectively keep it all in here. Like a packing station, I guess. I've also got my hammer beads here. I need to sort out, I've got another one of these. I nicked one of these to store my Nendoroid parts. I have got a new one. It is actually in the study. It's under Ben's desk. Ben's a bit annoyed because I've not sorted it out. I know, I'm sorry, Ben, I'm sorry. So I just need to get that and figure that out. I used to love hammer beads. You probably saw them all in the study. Loads of them have fallen down, unfortunately, and I've just not put them back up because of the way the calyx is. It's just a bit faffy at the moment. And then, yeah, loads of packing stuff. And then I think the last thing I have to show you is kind of under here. And I'm not sure how easily I can show you. I mean, there's more storage under here. Ugh. Oh, I had a faff with settings, but I managed to turn the flash on, and I'm crawling on my hands and knees, so you gotta bear with me. And down here in this alcove, we have got my, I'm gonna crawl on my hands and knees again, so you gotta bear with the noises and the camera angle. We have got a secret, cozy reading nook, piled high with cushions and a blanket, and I keep banging my head. This is super duper cozy. Sometimes I come up here to nap, sometimes I come up here to read. I want to string some fairy lights in here. My mother said no, so we're gonna do it and not tell her. This is our group secret. This is just really nice and pleasant. It is quite warm currently because we're in the middle of the summer and like the heat has just started to come back. Apparently it's meant to thunderstorm over the weekend. So everything just feels really hot and kind of close and a bit sticky. It's a bit gross. And look, we've got Una, as we have had for most of the trip. She doesn't like the flash, which I completely understand. She very, very much likes this little alcove. Look at that tail. She wags her tail when she's happy because she's like a little doggy. And she's now sat down. Okay, she minds the flash less than I thought. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been a long time coming because lots of people, that's so adorable. Lots of people have been interested in seeing the house and how it all works and how I have space and stuff. I'm not doing this video to brag, I just think it's really neat sometimes walking through the house because it had some really neat, weird features and it's fun to talk about. That's really different and odd, and it being a very old house. I've lost my cats. I'll show you my fingers while I talk. I'll just show you my cozy nook instead of the cats because they've abandoned me. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'd be interested to see what you thought. What do you think of some of the weird quirks of the house? Or feel free to also join the Dudette Discord server, link found down below, and ask me questions in there. I'm a lot more prompt at replying in there because I do often forget to look at comments on YouTube. I'm really, really sorry. If you're interested in early access to my videos, check out my channel memberships, 99p a month, another link found down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!